Good evening. How are you? Uh, I did look up that Legendre's The Legend, the French mathematician, like more than 200 years, something like about 200 years ago. Okay, so he uh, he found that the prime counting recurrence relationship of about 200 years ago, but it's not exactly the same as ours. Okay, so we'll continue with what we have here because it's not the same formula. Okay, his formula is simpler because he uses Möbius's Möbius function, which I had to look up because I didn't know what it was before. Because what I learned is that Möbius function is very simple. It's not difficult to understand. Uh, it gives out three values: 0, 1, or -1. Okay, based on some composition of primes. Okay, so it's not a difficult function to understand. Okay, so Legendre used Möbius function, and yes, it looks quite similar to what we have over there, like pi square root something, right? Yeah, it's similar to that. Okay, but it's different though. Right? We don't use Möbius's formula, right? So, but it's very closely related. But we have different formula here. Okay, so we'll continue with what we have. Okay, why? Yeah, I mean the Legendre's formula is a lot simpler than what we have, so elegant. But it uses Möbius's formula, right? We don't. What do we use instead? We use combination, the binomial coefficient, right? So I kind of googled around, okay, and Professor Erdos, I think he passed away, okay. Yeah, he's kind of old timer, okay. So I think he passed away like 10 years ago or something. Yeah, but he's a very good mathematician, and he okay. So Bertrand's conjecture, Bertrand's postulate was proven first by Gospodin Chebyshev, Russian mathematician, and then later on reproved by Ramanujan, Srinivasa Ramanujan, and later on other people reproved it. Okay, and we did so too. No, no, not me, not me. No, no, we proved something else, right? The we use Chebyshev theorem. I mean, Bertrand Chebyshev theorem, and then we proved the using that we proved the Euclidean theorem. There are infinite number of primes. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Professor Erdos, his proof is the simplest, the easiest, and he reproved the Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem. Okay, so in his proof, he used this central binomial coefficient. Like you have Pascal's triangle, the number that's in the middle, that's the central binomial coefficient. Okay, so he used something like that. Okay, so it's really cool. Okay, so I read in my spare time the a mathematics paper written by Japanese high school student in very advanced science high school in Japan. Okay, and his mathematics, I'm not sure if that's he or her with Japanese name, I don't know. And I think he's male, okay, because yeah, I know some Japanese, okay. His name kind of sounds like male name, okay. So It's let's just assume it's a guy. Okay, the Japanese high school student. His mathematics was by far more advanced than mine. Okay, so but it was helpful. Okay, so yeah, I guess my mathematics level is about actually less than some Asian advanced science high school students mathematics level. I guess mine is less than that. Well, whatever. But yeah, it was very good paper, and yeah, and he wrote it in English too. Okay, yeah, it was very nice paper. And it was about Legendre formula, right? Yeah, yeah, that was very understandable paper, but still beyond my level of mathematics. Okay, so yeah. So did it hurt my ego? Just a little bit. No problem. Uh, not at all. Not at all. Okay. Yeah. I was kind of proud of them, right? Okay. So, but we will continue with this, okay? Because it's a different formula. Yeah, it's not as simple as Legendre's formula, but still, it's different. I think it's worthwhile because we are connecting the binomial coefficient with that, okay? And Legendre formula is not that, okay? It uses Möbius's formula, okay? So it's different approach, and the formula does look different, okay? We'll complete this formula, okay? And then, yeah. It does not look as simple as Legendre's formula, but is it more difficult to understand than Legendre's formula? Well, I claim that actually it's easier to understand than Legendre's formula. Okay, we just need to refine this formula so that it's correct. We make off by one. Okay, so yeah. Hmm. Our formula is a lot easier to understand. Okay, because maybe some function is not too difficult to understand either, but I think our formula is different from Möbius's, and maybe we should call it Möbius Legendre formula, okay? Because yeah, so we call it that, okay? Möbius Legendre formula and our formula. I think our formula is easier to understand, just a little bit easier, okay? So we continue with this, okay? Now, I talk to my friends, right? My friends, they inspire me, right? So yeah, let's talk about non-mathematics, okay? So there's this branch in philosophy, ethics. It's called like something moral relativity, moral relativity theory. Basically, what they're saying is there's no absolute, nothing is absolute. You know, there's no such a thing as absolutely right or wrong. Okay, so this is humanological, uh, humanological interpretation of, or humanological uh, theory about moral relativity. All right, we're not saying it's right. We are humanological analyzing it and adding something of our own. Okay, so in humanology, in ismology, there are a lot of ideologies, and on ideology is set of rules. Okay, so for example, if I subscribe, if I so ideology is like a religion, where religion is just one instance of ideology. Okay, political party is also ideology, like republicanism, democraticism. Okay, liberalism, conservatism. Okay, so if I subscribe to Republican Party ideology, it's like religion, okay? And somebody else, let's say I'm Adam and there's Bob, and Bob subscribed to Democratic Party. So we have different sets of rules. Okay, so on action like gay marriage or gayism, in the eyes of republicanism, that's wrong. In because we have anti-gayist rule. In the eyes of Democratic Party, it's right, gayism, because they have pro-gayist rule in Democratic Party, right? So it's just that we disagree, Democrats and Republicans, right? But there's no absolute right or wrong. It's just there are just different ideologies. It's kind of existentialist way of thinking. Moral relativism. Okay, it just exists. I mean, perhaps kind of agnostic too. Maybe we don't know why they exist, but maybe we don't need to understand why they exist. What's the origin? It just exists. All right. It just they just exist with different ideologies, right? So yeah, we just disagree, but we cannot say you are wrong, I'm right, because in their point of view, we are wrong, they are right. Or how about this? The third point of view. You exist, I exist, we are different, so we disagree. But we cannot quite say you are wrong, I'm right, I'm wrong, you are right. Yeah, we just disagree, right? We just exist. Okay? That's one way to look at it. Now, do I subscribe to such moral relativism? Who was that African American Secretary of State? I don't know. What was she? She was Secretary of, not of State, but Secretary of, maybe, yeah, Miss Condoleezza Rice, the Stanford provost, who got hired by George W. Bush Jr., right, to be Secretary of State. I think I'm not sure. Okay, she did not like moral relativism. She criticized it. Okay, so yeah, she's very beautiful African American lady, and fairly smart, but perhaps not very smart, but smart, fairly smart. Okay, so because I've read this autobiography by Mr. Donald Rumsfeld, the Secretary of Defense, right? I like him on quite a bit because I didn't like him at first, but I read his book because he paid us a visit in Fort Hood, Texas, book signing. So just before our unit went to Afghanistan. Okay, so yeah, I bought his book to get his autograph, right? Yeah, yeah. We took picture, long line, right? Shake hands, chatted a little, right? Yeah. So then I read his book, and it was good. I really, really, really liked it. So I came to like him. Yeah. Yeah, he criticized Condoleezza Rice. She's more like, kind of more like groupthink, like agreement based. Meeting. She should just promote agreement. That's not kind of group. That's more group thinking. Group think, which is not good. Idolatry, right? You have to do the right thing, even if you get delayed because there's so much disagreement. But she's more like promoting agreement. Okay, so not very smart. Okay, but I think I agree with her that she regards moral relativism as something wrong, and I have to agree with her. Okay, to me, gayism can be proven to be unsound ideology, harmful ideology. Okay, and I wrote all about it in almost 200-page paper called "The Law of Anti-Gayism." It's in online, 24/7 for freely downloadable. Okay, so if you're interested in my kind of quasi mathematical proof, yeah, it's there. All right, so I'm not going to regurgitate it because we are busy. We have to get back to that. Okay, all right. We'll take 5 minutes break. Yeah. All right. Okay. See you soon. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk more about philosophy, okay, or humanology. Yeah, we can take a break from mathematics. We got time, okay? No rush. And I have many friends, former colleagues, current colleagues, former bosses, current bosses, former teachers, and former professors, and my family members, and yeah, and family friends. I have many, many friends. Okay, so from all different experiences, education level, all different walks of life, all different ages, and they teach me, inspire me. So I'd like to share that with you. Okay, so um, in humanology, okay, we are kind of more deterministic because uh, one proposition is that in humanology, freedom is an illusion, all right? Because you don't really get to choose anything. The ideology that you subscribe to, well, it's because of its availability, all right? Like, for example, tattoo piercism. Yeah, there are tattoo piercing shops. It's available to you. That's why so many people get tattoos and piercings, right? But 200 years ago in America, there was, there was no such a thing as tattoo piercing shops. It was not available. So nobody got it in America. Okay? So, yeah, that kind of availability of an ideology, you don't get to choose it. Why? Because you don't get to choose your birth date. And you don't get to choose your birth country either. So you don't nobody get to choose time and space he or she is born into. And nobody gets to choose their parents, siblings, even their friends, their language, native languages, their country, citizenship. Nobody get to choose that. Okay? Yeah. So freedom, one way to look at it is, yeah, freedom is an illusion. All right. Because you're born as a baby and you get influenced by external factors like your parents, the your neighborhood, the school you go to, right? You don't get to pick and choose your classmates. Yeah, you when you're in college, you look at this list of classes. I forgot what it's called. It's been a long time. A catalog, right? Yeah, class catalog, I guess. You do choose your class to take, but at the same time, I mean, school, college has required classes, right? Your prerequisites, right? So your choice is limited at best, and so you choose a class, but there's this time you have to match the time, right? Fit the time schedule. Maybe you have day job, whatever part-time job in your college, campus job. But yeah, you get to choose. But professors, yeah, sometimes you can choose your professors. But yeah, you read their reviews, you talk to seniors, but you don't get to choose your classmates. Yeah, I mean, you can pick and choose who you would talk to, who you sit next to, but based on what? You don't know them, right? Yeah, choice is very limited, right? So okay, and somehow you become close to this friend of yours, college, but you didn't know who this person is about, or you maybe later on you decide not to befriend this person because you found something about this person that you don't like, right? Yeah, so a human being, Homo sapiens, we're born as a blank sheet of paper. I think that's like based on Chinese philosophy, right? Every baby is like blank sheet of paper. Uh, Monzu, right? Yeah, his mother was very careful about the neighborhood because his son, Chinese philosopher Monz, Mongzi, whatever, who's kind of like second generation of Confucianism, kinda, okay. There's Sunzi and Mongzi, okay. I prefer Sunzi. Okay, Mongzi, he kind of like a more like populist approach. Human nature is good. That's what he said. To me, that's like kind of flattering, populist. All right, but Sunzi said, yeah, no, human nature is evil. That's what he said. Okay, I like Sunzi better. Okay, but Mongzi's mother, I guess she was kind of well-to-do. I don't know. So she went to this neighborhood, and her son Mongzi, young Mongzi, would imitate the whatever neighborhood are doing. She didn't like it, so she went to another neighborhood, and young Mongzi, would imitate what people do in that neighborhood. She didn't like it, so she moved to another neighborhood, and the neighbors there, they are like scholars, readers. So young Mongzi, imitated reading books. So and she liked it, so she settled there. Okay, so the lesson from this story is this. Uh, yeah, nature versus nurture, right? In humanology, it's all nurture. Yeah, nature, that's more physical level, but metaphysical level is all nurture. external influence of available ideologies in that time and space, because baby is born as a blank slate. All right. So yeah, as you grow up, you get exposed to multiple ideologies. Some of them you adopt, some of them you reject, but it depends on availability of those ideologies in the environment. Okay, so in time and space, as you grow up, you move to different places. In time and space, right? Yeah, yeah, that's your ideological composition, like metaphysical DNA. Okay, the catalog of all the ideologies that you subscribe to. Okay, so, yeah, but yeah, we do have free will, freedom of choices, but what we choose is kind of predetermined based on your catalog of ideologies in you, and that catalog of ideologies in you was determined by your environment, your experience, your exposure in time and space. Okay, so yeah. That's why when you make a decision by you think it's your by your own free will, but it's not. It's based upon ideologies inside of you that came into you one by one ever since you're a blank slate paper baby, right? Over time, you went to different places, you met different people, you read different books, you watch different TV shows. Yeah, ideologies they come and go. Some of them come and go. Some of them stay, come and stay inside of you, right? Based on the catalog of ideologies inside of you, they came into you and stay there ever since you were born. The accumulation of ideologies in space and time. That's the collection of those ideologies inside of you. It's like vector summation, right? Vector summation. That's what determines your decision. So it's deterministic. It's not very free will. Freedom of choice, not really. You think it's freedom, free will, but it's not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so we talked about humanology. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break and get back to mathematics. Okay, so because we got a long way to go. Okay, so I'm kind of glad this formula is not exactly the same as the Legendre's formula. Okay, no, we are not repeating what he did. This is different. Okay, there's some common denominator, but they're different. Right? We are using binomial coefficients. Okay, and Möbius Legendre formula they did not use binomial coefficient. Okay. And I think ours is more understandable and easier to understand. Why? Because my mathematics is not that good. Okay, it's not that deep. It's very shallow, very elementary. Okay, so yeah. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. So I just looked up the during the break the Möbius function to make sure it does not involve any binomial coefficient, and it doesn't. It's yeah. Some people say it has to do with inclusion exclusion principle. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah. And Wikipedia says it has to do with Liouville function. I had to look it up. Okay, so yeah, I go to Wikipedia and other websites. They're all cool. Okay, so I do learn from other people, and to me, I didn't read on because to me it's good enough to know that maybe this function has nothing to do with binomial coefficient because that's what we use binomial coefficient. Okay, combination and combinatorics. Yeah. Gosh, I'm hungry. I need some serious energy. Why? Because I gotta eat, and let's see what I can eat now. Very quick. Yeah, I'm boiling my eggs. Should be good enough. Okay. When my eggs are boiling, so our approach is this, alright? Is there's some similarity and difference from Legendre's approach, okay? And he went after prime numbers, prime counting function, okay? And we didn't do that. Why? Because primes, they're very irregular looking if you have direct approach, and I'm not professional mathematician, so composite numbers they are easier to understand, all right? Because they are multiples, okay? They are more regular. There's more cosmos in there. I mean, prime numbers at least it looks as if they're so chaotic, random, right? But primes and composites, they're flip side of each other. They're two opposite sides of one coin. Numbers, okay? Numbers, they're either prime or composite, okay? So that's why we took the indirect approach, okay? Yeah. N is equal to pi of n plus kappa of n, all right? That approach I have not seen from other people's works. Okay. Yeah. Composite counting function. Let me look it up. Has anybody even tried to figure out composite counting function? That's what we have done so far for past couple of weeks, a week maybe. Because composites are easier to deal with, right? So it's kind of natural. It feels natural to us that we approach prime indirectly. We approach composites first and then prime, right? Composite counting function. Okay, somebody already looked it up, and there are websites for it. Okay, 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 okay. So somebody already thought about this. Many people. Okay, well, I'm glad. Square root of x. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, gold box conjecture. Yeah, I went to some other website and now I'm in the Stake Exchange, which is fantastic website. Okay. When I was computer programmer, I went to this website all the time because they have all the answers, right? Stake Exchange. Yeah. Very good in computer programming and also mathematics and other sciences. This guy's fantastic. And this particular person in Stack Exchange is talking about gold box conjecture and composite counting function. Okay. Okay. I'm doing the same thing. So somebody before me already tried that approach. Okay, well that's cool. Like-minded individuals. But he's asking different question though. Okay. He or she. Mm. Yeah, they're going into some different direction. Okay. So, okay. But yeah, some other people talked about this. Let's go to Wikipedia. Euler's torsion function. Yeah, I did hear this term before. Yeah, so composite number in this Wikipedia has some Möbius function. Okay, but I'm not really interested in this learning about all these different functions that other people came up with. So I mean, they talk about exact formula. I guess it's term of art, but when so I didn't quite know what they try to mean by exact formula. It's not closed form formula, okay? So from what I gather so far, exact formula they allow use of infinity, okay? To me, and they have some residual term, error term. Yeah, it may be exact, but it's not closed form formula, right? It's not finite formula, so eh. Yeah, so yeah, it's not as exact as they want to sound like, all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heard my pot full of eggs boiling, so I turned down the temperature in my stove. So Legendre came up with an interesting conjecture. It's about prime number. It kind of looks like this Bertrand's postulate. So Legendre's conjecture is not still proven. Okay, Bertrand's conjecture was proven by Mr. Gospodin Chebyshev. Gospodin means Mr. in Russian. Okay, Gospodin Chebyshev and Mr. Srinivasa Ramanujan. I don't speak in Hindi, so I don't know how to say Mr. But it's one of my. It's in the list of things I want to learn. Hindi, okay, yeah, beautiful language, right? Sanskrit without decoration, okay. And later again by Professor Erdos, okay, yeah. So Bertrand's postulate was proven by and reproven by multiple people, okay. So it's Euclidean theorem, right? And we are one of those people who reproved Euclidean theorem, but we used Chebyshev's theorem, Bertrand-Chebyshev's theorem. Okay, yeah, there are infinite number of primes. Okay, and I think Professor Erdos was one of other people who proved that too. Okay, so reproved. Okay. Anyway, let me look it up. Okay, Euclidean theorem proven by Chebyshev theorem. Probably that's the easiest way to prove it. I'll be surprised if nobody tried that before. Okay, so let me look it up. I don't quite see it. Yeah, maybe we were the first. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the Euclidean theorem. There are infinite number of prime numbers, right? How can we prove that? Yeah, we know what Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem is. Okay, between n and 2n, there's at least one prime number, right? Okay, and Mr. Gospodin Chebyshev he proved it. Okay, so okay, between n and 2n, there's at least one prime. Okay, between 2n and 4n, at least one prime. Between 4n and 8n, there's at least one prime. Go on, yeah, so there are infinite number of primes. Okay, QED, right? Probably that's the easiest proof of Euclidean theorem. Okay, that there are infinite number of primes. Okay, and also it's nice because the growth is kind of logarithmic, right? Yeah. Okay, so Legendre's theorem is this: there's at least one prime between n squared and n plus one parent squared. There's at least one prime between n squared and n plus one squared, right? That Legendre's conjecture has not been proven yet. It's an open problem. Okay, go ahead, prove it. Okay, but we are not gonna do that until we prove Goldbach's conjecture. Why? Because uh, our job is to prove Goldbach's conjecture, okay, not Legendre's conjecture, right? After we prove Goldbach's conjecture, and if I'm not still the president of United States yet, then we go after Legendre's conjecture, okay, no problem. But if I become president of United States, we are just fantasizing, right? Then I may not have time for it, okay? But, okay. Or I may, okay, because I'm gonna work only 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. 8 to 5, 1 hour lunch. Actually, 7 hours and 30 minutes because I'm gonna have 15 minutes break in the morning, 15 minutes break in the afternoon. Okay, as a federal employee, okay, I take all my federal vacation, holiday, and whatever. When I was a computer programmer, state employee, we had federal holiday and also state holiday. Okay, yeah. Governmental employees, yeah, I used to be one. Okay, as federal employee when I was in the U.S. Army, junior enlisted soldier, helicopter electrician. Okay, yeah, we had 4 day weekend sometimes. Okay, so yeah, governmental employees, they have a stable job and a lot of vacation holidays. Okay, very lenient because state or federal government, they are very protective of their employees. Okay, so yeah. Private sectors, yeah, they are protective of their employees too. Okay, okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so I need some vocal rest. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my eggs are still boiling. I turned the stove off so that it start to chill and so that I can peel it. All right. Yeah, when the water cools down, I peel it right in front of you, just like I did a couple of times before. Okay, so yeah, I just talk to my friends, sending them some words of appreciation messages. Yeah, thank you for being a good friend. Inspiration, education. Yeah, kindness, generosity. Right. My friends, that half of them Democrats, half of them Republicans. Maybe I didn't thank them enough. Okay. Yeah, they're good friends of mine, just like my parents. Okay, they educate me, correct me when I'm wrong. Okay, so whenever I have a chance, yeah, I do thank them. Okay, so yeah, political friends. Okay, some of them politicians, some of them activists. Okay, they're fantastic. Okay, I do thank them, appreciate them. Okay, nobody's perfect. We all disagree, but still we can appreciate them, right? Yeah, we can still thank them, and we should. It's like biblical principle: honor thy parents. Yeah, metaphysical parenthood. Yeah, because they care about us, right? And they love us, correct us, just like our parents do, right? Our siblings, relatives, friends, colleagues, bosses. Oh yeah, teachers, professors. Yeah, they love us. Our neighbors, random strangers, even. Okay. Okay. Mathematics, huh? Okay. Yeah. We gotta grab whiteboard, okay? Yeah. That's always difficult a task. We'll have to erase that. Okay, I got one. Let's erase this guy, okay? So, another one of our approaches, okay? That didn't quite work. Yeah, we learned something out of it, but didn't quite work, right? Trial and error. So we'll use this guy, okay? So it didn't quite work, right? We tried though. We did try. We did try. So today's mathematicians, so-called mathematicians, okay, they don't know how to think outside the box, right? They just do what other people do, right? But we know how to think outside the box, right? It's like Moses and his people in Egypt. They went to the desert, right? Moses, he could have just stayed inside of this Egyptian palace, right? As this prince of peace, prince of Egypt. But he got this calling, like phone call, calling, ring, ring, hello. So he picked up the phone from God, okay? Hey, I'm God. Oh, hello, God. I'm Moses. Hey, I want you to lead your Israel people in Egypt, slaves, okay? Yeah, go out to the desert, okay? Oh, okay, Mr. God. Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you for your call. Okay, bye. Bye bye, Mr. God. So he hung up and he obeyed God. That's the book of Exodus, right? In a nutshell. That's kind of what we are doing here. I'm playing this character of Moses, okay? We are trying to do something different, okay? Yeah, we don't want to follow all that Egyptian, this difficult mathematics. No, no, no. Hard labor. No, this slavery in mathematics, okay? Metaphysical slavery of mathematics. We don't want to go down that same track, okay? We want to be free. We want to be out there, think outside the box. We want to go out the desert, in the desert. I love desert. Okay, I made my movie in Mojave Desert in California. Okay, yeah, we want to think outside the box and we want to try something new. Leap of faith. All right, that's what we're doing here. Okay. Now let me put that the other whiteboard so that I can see it. Yeah. By the way, yeah, we are talking about prime numbers and composite numbers, right? So we talked about this race politics analogy thereof. Okay. Yeah, hey, look, we are not white supremacist. Okay, we are not saying white race is supreme, better than other races. We are not saying that. I'm not white. Okay, we believe in superiority, supremacy of every different races, and also even mixed races like Hispanics. Okay, all we are saying is we don't want the world of single race. Okay, are you American? You don't want America to be a single party state like China or Russia. Yeah, dictatorialism, totalitarianism, it works sometimes. Okay, so maybe they are in some kind of evolutionary level stage, going through stage maybe. Okay, but dictatorship sometimes it works better. Okay, so like coronavirus situation maybe. Okay, this coronavirus situation is very dictatorship, tyrannism, despotism. Okay, sometimes it works better. Okay, so dictatorialism. Okay, but so we understand, but we want there to be Asians, blacks, whites. All right, not in that order. It's just combination, not permutation. Okay, so yeah, we want there to be some racial diversity, just like we want there to be diversity of animals and plants. We don't want uniformity, monolithicness. We don't want that. Okay, we want diversity of human race. Right? We want there to be blondes, blacks, Asians, Arabs, Jews. We want diversity. Okay. Yeah, we want there to be people, brown people, mixed people, white people, black people, Asians, Hispanics, mixed races. We want all that, all of them. Okay. We want there to be uh, blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes. We want there to be black hair, brown hair, red hair, blonde hair. We want diversity, right? We are not saying white race is better than other races. No, we are not saying that. What we are saying is not white supremacy, but Caucasian conservationism. Okay? And conservationism of blacks, Asians, Hispanics, Arabs, Jews, Indians, or Alaskan natives and Hawaiian natives and Indian natives, okay? I mean, American Indian natives, okay? So that's the ethics of anti-ultra interracialism, okay? That's what it is, right? We are not saying some race is better than others. No, no, we want diversity. So if you can have kids, we do recommend same race, opposite gender marriage. That's what we're saying. Okay, we're not saying somebody's better than others. No, we are egalitarian. Egalitarian. Okay, because when I was in South Korea high school, I ran away from high school. Okay, because they tried to give me an award because I topped the class, topped the school out of the 600 students in South Korea, public high school, quasi public, okay, but it was not elitist school. In elitist science high school, I dropped out after 2 months. But when I was there, I was in like top 20 out of 180 chosen selected students. Okay, I was out of top 20, so that's like about top 10%. Okay, yeah. I was admitted as top 30%, but I kept on studying, so I raised myself to be top 10% in this Korean science high school, presumably second best in South Korea. Okay, so like well, so I went to transfer after 2 months to regular high school in my childhood hometown, Banpo, Seochogu, south of the river, okay? But still, that school is very good public high school, so but I topped the school exam, okay? I was on top of the top of the hill, okay? But I did not want to be king of the hill, so I did not want to receive this award because I don't want to create this barrier between me and my friends. Because at least back then, there was the Korean culture, okay, South Korean culture. If you top of the school in this school exam, academic excellence, then they give award to make you a role model. And I didn't want that. I did not want to be a role model. Why? Because I'm not a role model. I wasn't. Maybe I still not. Okay. Back then, yeah, I wasn't quite a role model material. I just studied very hard because I did want to be top of the heap, but I did not want my exam result score to be known to my colleagues. That's my privacy, and I did not want my friends to know it because I don't want to put myself above them, beyond and above them, because they create some barrier, high class, low class. I do not want my friends to be a class lower than me. I want my friends to be equal with me and remain equal friends, not like high class, low class. I didn't want that, okay? So I had to reject this award ceremony. They would announce us top 1, 2, 3 in front of everybody. So yeah, I knocked on the door to Kanden General's school principal in Seoul, South Korea, high school, and he said no. Okay, yeah. So I had to get away. Okay, so I ran away to America. Okay, the rest of his history. Later on, I got back to Korea. Kindly and generously, school principal, vice principal. I talked to both of them. Okay, and they did accept me back, and I continued on, and I did graduate from Korean high school in my childhood hometown. Okay. Yeah, God bless them. They did allow that, because they could have kicked me out. They didn't. Like U.S. Army, okay. Yeah, I caused some troubles, right? But they did forgive me. Okay, so nothing on the record. Yeah, they did forgive me because they recognized I got some good talents and I'm diligent. I made a mistake, but they did forgive me. In Korea, in America. Okay. Yes, even in Canada, Europe. Okay, sure. Even in Mexico. Okay. They're good people. Anywhere in the world. All right. Now, I guess it's about time to take a break, right? Yeah. Because we gotta finish the education, okay? Because by as it stands now, it's not complete yet. Okay, we have to refine it, tweak it a little. Maybe it's off by one, or two, or 10. I don't know. Oh boy. So in calculus integration, okay, there's definite integral and indefinite integral, right? We're gonna have to do something similar to that, okay? Because so far, what we have is indefinite integral, okay? So to make it definite, so that we can come up with some number, upper boundary, lower boundary. Yeah, we didn't quite do it, not yet, right? Like I said, we have a long way to go, all right? But today, at work, I had a busy day, so, and I'm kind of hungry now, so I'm not quite in the right energy level to do this. But fortunately, today is Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, okay? Uh, we'll continue this mathematics tomorrow, okay? Because I don't think I can do it tonight. It was a very busy day today, okay? So. Okay? Yeah. But before we go to break, let's at least do one mathematics, alright? So, okay. Just one equation. Something very easy, alright? So, uh, multiple set of 7 is an infinite set, right? Right? Yeah. The number density. Okay, so like it's like skip by 7. So okay, so this is infinite set, but we developed some cardinality. We learn from Herr Cantor, Okay, he got the good idea. Okay, he didn't got the question quite right, but he asked the right question, but he answered it wrong because he defined his cardinality the wrong way, like one-to-one correspondence. That's wrong definition. Okay, so we corrected his theory. Okay, and we answered it right. Okay, so absolute value. Okay, multiple of one. Okay, what is that? That's one times. It's like additive set theory. Okay, one times n natural number. Okay, so that goes like. Okay, yeah, and if we define that M7 is cardinality is what? Alpha over 7, okay? So, because the number density is like sparse by 7, right? So, yeah, okay? So, so that's like indefinite integral. Definite integral, we impose upper limit. And it starts from 0 or 1, right? Or we are only dealing with positive integers. You can generalize it, yeah, from positive n to positive m, or negative l to positive k, negative l to positive, negative l to negative q. Okay, yeah, you can generalize the interval, right? Negative number, positive number, or negative and positive. Okay, yeah, yeah, you can generalize this interval concept. Okay, but for now, we'll leave that to future generation. Okay, so for now, uh, so this T for top. Okay, how about upper limit? Okay, all right. Because N and U they kind of look similar, like upside down, right? Yeah, upper limit. Okay, so give me all the multiples of N, each of which is less than or equal to U, right? Yeah, this is my quiz to you. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, I need some vocal rest. Right. So calculate this. Okay. Hint. Mathematical sentences. Okay, so by definition is alpha. Okay. Infinite. Unit infinite. All right. Unit infinity. Unit infinite. Infinite unit. All right. It's trying to rhyme. Okay. Whew. We'll take a break. Okay. So. What? We'll take 5 minutes. Yeah, go ahead, fill in the blank, okay? So. Okay. Do you need more time for this? Well, I guess you do. Maybe you don't. Okay, but I give you more time because I gotta peel these eggs. Alright? So, I'm gonna tell you a story. Alaska natives, okay? Oh, they are fantastic, right? I have all these edible plant books. There's this tribe in Canada bordering this Juneau, alright? Kwakwakawaku, like that, Kwakwakwa, right? They are related to Ida tribe in Alaska, okay? Southwest, like around Juneau, okay? Fantastic artists, okay? So, yeah, the wonderful arts, music, dancing. Huge fan, Alaska natives. Yeah, they're fantastic. Their language very beautiful. Knowledge about edible plants because I studied those books. Okay. Yeah, I mean Alaskan natives, they're fantastic hunters, gatherers, great knowledge about the nature, and great wisdom. Some Alaskan maxims: avoid confrontation, right? And also some other maxims in Alaskan natives, like trying to remember. Okay, so avoid confrontation, and yeah, it's kind of remind me of my parents. Okay, in Asia we have same maxims. Okay, similar ones because Alaskan natives they came from Asia. Hispanics, original aboriginals in Hawaii, Lower 48, Alaska, Canada, even Latin America, okay, all the natives, they came from Asia during the Ice Age, land bridge, Bering Strait, right? Yeah, Aleutian chains, okay. So, yeah, they all came from Asia. That's why they look just like me, okay? Yeah. Micronesians, Polynesians, Hawaiians, the natives, yeah, they came from Asia, mostly, okay? So, yeah, my parents, okay, they would tell me, hey, yeah, you'll be in Korea. There's this expression: a person who can be good without any laws, because even if there are no laws, this person is so good, so nice, he does not need any laws. He will still good, behave. Okay, a good citizen who can be who can be moral, ethical without any mandatory laws. Yeah, there's some Korean expression for that. Okay, you don't need any laws because you're gonna without any imposition of governmental laws, you'll be still nice. Okay. Yeah, just like in Bible, Western culture, Hebraism. Yeah, New Testament, Saint Paul said, "Hey, we don't need any imposition of all these Old Testament laws. Okay, it's liberation from laws, because without any imposition of strict laws, we'll still behave voluntarily." So, it's that concept. So, yeah, some Alaskan natives, uh, they have some similar concept there too. Okay, so I heard about it about a month ago in Alaskan native radio station. Okay, before I go to work, I turn on the radio. One of my favorite channel. Yeah, Alaskan native channel. Okay. Yeah. Also Christian channels, independent music channel. Sometimes NPR. Okay. Sometimes some conservative political talk radio show. Okay. So yeah. So these Alaskan natives, they were telling this story, traditional Alaskan native education, right? Yeah, tell your kids when they are babies, when they are kids, tell them you'll be great hunters and they will become one. Tell them you will one day be great singers, dancers, gatherers, sewers, artists, crafters, they become one. Okay, because Alaskan native arts and crafts, all these clothing patterns, yeah, Aida and Kawaku. Oh, they're very famous. Okay, for their artistic patterns. Yeah, yeah. Hunters, gatherers, sewers, painters, these crafters. Okay, all these crafts and sewing. Yeah, you tell your children one day they will become them, and then they will become them. Okay, so my, some of my Korean parental education. Okay, yeah, they will tell me, oh yeah, you will do very good without any law. Okay, you will be very law abiding, even if there's no law imposition. Okay, you will be good, moralistic, ethical, even if nobody, no government force you to. That's kind of Korean education. Okay, so yeah, I could see some common denominator. Okay, so all right, all my eggs are peeled. So with your kind and generous allowance, indulgence, I eat some. Okay, because I'm hungry. Mm. Taste of heaven. Oh, mm. Taste of heaven. Oh, that's so good. I want to separate this egg yolk, egg white. So in humanology, what we advocate for, not maybe not advocacy. Let's talk about advocacy. Okay, maybe this particular ideology is not that particularly popular. I'm trying to rhyme, all right? But if you believe it's right, correct, good ideology, then you feel this moral, ethical obligation to advocate for it, right? In humanology, one of the ideologies that we advocate for is anti-ultra interracialism. It's not racial segregation. No, it's reproductive segregation. Yes, by race, right? And we allow some exceptions, okay, but reproductive racial segregation, this anti-ultra interracialism, right? We do allow some exceptions, okay, yeah, because we want racial diversity, all right? This Prince Harry, right? I mean, just because he was born in this British royal family, right? He get all the spotlight. He's nobody special. He's not smarter than us. He's not more handsome than us. He's not more educated than us. But he got more money, right? Than the rest of us. Look at President Trump. He's not smarter than us. He's not more handsome than us. He's not better than us. He just happened to be born in this rich family. the Trump family, right? And you people, you worship President Trump, Prince Harry, right? Just because they were born rich, they didn't choose their family. They don't deserve that credit. So yeah, Prince Harry, President Trump, they are Caucasians, right? But President Trump, he let his two daughters marry and date ethnic men, right? And Prince Harry, he married ethnic woman. Yeah, what some Markle, what Meghan Markle, right? And their children, they are not white. Okay, so we don't quite like that, okay? Because they want to be popular, right? They want to have some political power, appeal to ethnics, right? That's why they do. They are doing what they are doing, right? Yeah. So political power. They don't care about ethics, right? It's just being transparent in the eyes of humanology. We know what they are doing, right? Politics, money, power, fame, right? Because half of the world is liberal, right? So yeah, this is American English expression, melting pot. I don't like the expression. Okay, you don't want to mix meat and vegetables and boil it, okay, and make it a gruel melting pot. You don't want that. You want meat to be meat, vegetable to be vegetable. You don't have salad. You don't have steak, right? When I cook, I put in the pot, yeah, but it's not melting. It's not melting pot. I don't overcook it. At least I don't try to. But you really have a steak, salad. Yeah, it all goes down to your stomach. They all mix together. But at least on your palate and your tongue, yeah, you want steak to steak, meat separate from vegetables. Like just rightly cooked broccoli. It's not too hard to chew, not too mushy, right? Just like this al dente, you can feel it in your teeth, right? Just the right texture, right? And you want some fresh, like this wedge, uncooked wedge, cabbage, cabbage wedge. Oh, I love that stuff. Ooh. Yeah, vegetable, meat, separate, right? And some carbs, right? Yeah, this restaurant French fries, right? Wedge, potato, right? Yeah. We don't want to mix them all together, right? You want some diversity of this cuisine, meat, carb like potato or pasta, or rice and noodles, and vegetables. This fresh salad, right? That's what we're asking. Reproductive segregation. Yeah, racial segregation. We do allow some exceptions, okay, every once in a while, right? But we, human rights called anti-interracialists, we frown upon. It's just recommendation, okay? We do frown upon Mr. Ravi Zacharias, Indian gentleman, Indian American gentleman, and his sons going after blonde Caucasian ladies, and then their children. I mean, I'm not saying they are ugly or less so than other people, but they are a brown race. Okay, they are not Caucasians. Okay, Asian guys like this Mr. Hollywood director producer John Chu or Mr. Bruce Lee. Okay, these Asian guys or Indian guys like Rabbi Mr. Pastor Reverend Rabbi Zacharias and his sons going after blondes, brunettes, Caucasian ladies, and all these African American gentlemen like you have Mr. Quincy Jones and Mr. Tiger Woods going after blondes, Caucasians, and you have Hispanics, right? Mr. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, Mr. Senator Marco Rubio of Florida, okay? They pride themselves as conservatives. You vote for them. But they both married this beautiful, young, Caucasian, slender, fertile females just because they are politically powerful and rich. I'm like, we kind of frown upon that, okay? Greedy, lustful, lecherous, lascivious, adulterous, right? So we don't like what they are doing. How about Jews, right? Yeah, Mr. Steven Spielberg, Mr. Harvey Weinstein, Mr. Matt Lauer, Mr. Steve Mnuchin, right? Yeah, these highly successful Jews, who do they marry? One after another. Oh, Caucasian, blondes, right? Their children, brown, right? Yeah, Mr. Whatever, right? Yeah, what's his name? The this Hollywood director, right? Woody Allen, right? I mean, Woody Allen, I guess he's kind of faintly Jewish, mostly white, okay? So he begot his son and daughter. Yeah, they're blonde, right? Yeah, very handsome. Yeah, maybe every now and then it's okay. I don't know. And but we do frown upon that. Okay, so I mean, is, don't you think it's such a shameful phenomenon? All these ethnic males in America, 90% of them marry white girls, fertile, young, slender, Caucasian women, most of times blondes. Such a shame, right? Prize wife, trophy wife, ethnic successful ethnic man marrying blondes, not their own race. It's such a shame, right? Because 90% of ethnic successful men, they marry white women. It's a shame that they do that, because 90% of successful ethnic men in America or Europe, Australia, Canada, mostly white countries, traditionally white countries, 90% of ethnic non-white men who are successful, they marry Caucasian girls. So, I mean, what kind of message are they sending? That white girls are more beautiful than women of their own race? Mr. Rabbi Zacharias, he preached in church, broadcast in the radio to preach the God's words. He proclaimed himself as to be like some kind of modern day prophet. He married a white girl. Okay? once very young, blonde, white skin, blue eyes, whatever. Okay, his sons did the same thing, right? So like, what kind of message are they sending? Okay, so their children, they're not white, they're brown. Okay, what kind of message are they sending? Okay, so I don't like what they're doing. Okay, so to me, they're like hypocrites and fakes. I don't like what they're doing. Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Okay, what I'm saying is I don't like what they're doing. Okay, I'm just making peaceful, lawful, First Amendment right, freedom of speech. All right, I'm making some criticism against, yeah, Mr. Steven Spielberg, Mr. Secretary Steve Mnuchin, Mr. Jared Kushner, and whoever that Lebanese guy dating Tiffany Trump, Bruce Lee, Mr. Bruce Lee, Mr. Tiger Woods. I'm just criticizing them. That's all. Because we are law-abiding citizens. Okay, we are peaceful, we are non-violent, but we do want to exercise First Amendment right. Why? Because I happen to be an American citizen. Okay. I don't like these Asian guys marrying beautiful, slender, fertile, young Caucasian females. I don't like that because their children will not be Caucasian. Okay, they'll be just like me, brown. All right. So whenever I see that, I don't like what they're doing. Okay, it's too lustful and greedy. Yeah, I don't like what they're doing. Okay, so just expressing my feelings, right? This ultra interracialism. Okay, I mean, if lady is aged and mature and she's not gonna have any children, then yeah, she can date some different races. But she's not gonna have any children anyway, as long as she's single. Okay. Yeah, but when it comes to young ladies who are fertile, right, who wanna have kids, we recommend same race, opposite gender marriage for the protection and preservation, conservation of their own races. Okay. All right, we'll take about 10 minutes break. Okay, and I give you an answer. Okay, so yeah. Okay. All right, we'll take about 10 minutes break. So. All right. Yeah, just doing my laundry. Okay, so. I have many pillows. All right. I love pillows. Pillowcases. You gotta wash them once in a while. Okay. Okay. I have a suggestion. Why don't we take a break from mathematics? Okay. Well, I promise you this. This is easy problem, right? The question. Let me reiterate for you, right? How many multiples are there? Multiples of n, each of which is equal to or less than u, right? I give you enough time, so it's just u over n and flooring of that. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, like number 20. You divide 20 by 7, it's like 2 point blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, flooring of that is 2, right? 7 and 14. Okay, so each of which is less than 20 upper boundary. Okay, so okay, so the formula, the prime counting recurrence relationship with square root and all. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be more understandable than Möbius-Legendre formula. All right, it's not as elegantly simple than what they have there, but it will look more complex, but it will be more intuitive and more understandable, easier to understand. Okay, so let's put this behind us. Okay, so because we gotta talk about race politics, because I just read the news. Okay, there's some shooting, murder investigation in Georgia. All right, we gotta talk about that because that's important. Okay, race politics, such a mess, right? So, what we recommend is this. Let me grab some water. What we recommend is you be more rational than emotional. Okay. Yeah, this father and son, white guys in Georgia, fought with this African American gentleman, and he passed away. Okay, so uh, because this father and son, this Caucasian father and son, they got robbed or home invaded, burglarized, and this African American gentleman was running, so they suspected this African American gentleman to be a burglar. Uh, so what we recommend is that you have to step back and think, right? And stop being emotional, start being rational. I understand that's not easy thing to do, right? Especially in this day and age, right? Uh, just follow the law, abide by law. I mean, legal system is not perfect, but follow the procedure. Okay, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Okay, and in courtroom, it's not perfect. Sometimes innocent people go to jail. All different races. And sometimes guilty people go free. All different races. Okay, there's no need to taint the courtroom trial procedure with racism or anti-racism. Okay, so do not feel inclined to accuse these white people just because they are white and just because African American got killed. Okay, don't feel inclined to accuse them out of anti-racism because yeah, there are blacks, bad whites, good whites. Okay, we don't know. We are not God, all right? But we do know as humanologists, we got influenced by ideologies. Okay, so do not accuse this person just because of his or her race, or do not exonerate this person just because of his or her race or his or her sexual orientation or gender. Exclude all these ideological influences when it comes to a trial, when it comes to gauge this person. Okay? We are not just gender, race, sexual orientation. We are human beings as individuals. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Maybe I'm somewhat guilty too because, yeah, Mr. Oscar Wilde, Mr. Alan Turing, Mr. What's this economist, his name? Mr. Oscar Wilde, Mr. Alan Turing, and Mr. What's this economist name? This pro Geist himself. What's his Cambridge economist? What's his name? Oh, Mr. Professor of Cambridge, John Maynard Keynes. Yeah, I don't like them very much because, yeah, they subscribe to ideologies that I don't subscribe to. Maybe I'm kind of guilty of that too. Okay, so I do understand. All right, but yeah, maybe they have some merits, like Mr. Oscar Wilde, right? He said, "If there's no evil, people will invent it." Yeah, that's good, insightful observation, right? But he's kind of guilty of that himself too. I mean, come on. Yeah, but I appreciate what he said. Okay, if there's no evil, people will invent one. Yeah, but humanological criticism, people don't invent anything. Okay, it's only God who create both good and evil, right? We people, we are just followers or leaders, false prophets, true prophets, whatever, right? Yeah, because our knowledge is limited, right? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to continue this tomorrow, okay? Because there's a lot to this, alright? But it's quite new, it's brand new, okay? Yeah, yeah, Mr. Lujandro, that's the best I can find online. They kind of look like this, but it's different. It has nothing to do with this binomial coefficient. Yeah, Möbius function. Mr. Möbius, okay, he's very intuitive mathematician, like Möbius stripe, Möbius belt. You flip it, connect it, okay, no inside, no outside, okay, like Klein's bottle, right? Yeah, topology. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Möbius, yeah, he's very intuitive mathematician. We appreciate his contribution to mathematics. But Möbius function, it's not very difficult to understand, but at the same time, it's different approach, right? So what we're gonna come up with in a couple of days, it will be brand new, all right? As far as I know, so I look for something that looked like this very hard, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so it will probably be brand new. Okay, maybe it's not that useful because it's kind of not elegantly simple, but still, it will be a publication material. But I'm not gonna publish it because it's not big enough. But if you want to publish this, go ahead and do it. Okay, I encourage you to. Okay, just mention that you got inspired by somebody else. Okay, you don't have to mention my name. If you want to, you may. Okay, but no need, right? Just, but I do ask you that just one little footnote, maybe at the end of your paper or middle, wherever, okay? Just acknowledge that you got inspired by somebody else, okay? Because I don't want you to steal things, okay? I don't want you to lie, alright? Okay. Yeah. So my suggestion to neo-Nazis and white supremacists, you need to reinvent yourself, reframe the question, and rename your organizations. Okay, because you don't want to call yourself neo-Nazis or white supremacists. Okay, and you should stop using violence as a tool. Okay, I know neo-Nazis, white supremacists, most of them are non-violent, but do not even give impression of violence. Okay, uh, actively, expressly advocate for peace. All right, call yourselves, rename yourselves as Caucasian conservationists. Okay, learn from your enemies. Okay, yeah, just LGBT people, right? Yeah, they reinvented themselves, reframed the question, right? They hired a lot of lawyers. Okay, they know how to do that, and I know how to do that too. Okay, so yeah, reframe the question, reinvent yourself, and rename your ideology. Okay, yeah, it's not sodomy, it's sexual orientation, it's about freedom, it's about equality, right? Do the same thing. Okay, yeah, conservation or Caucasian race, it's about equality, it's about diversity. It's not always conservative, but it's also liberal too. It's about diversity, and it's about identity, right? Yeah, okay. Just like black people are beautiful. Yeah, we whites, we are beautiful too. Okay? Just like Asians are beautiful. Yeah, we whites, we are beautiful too. So what's wrong with trying to protect this purity of Caucasian race? I mean, blacks they do it, Asians they do it. This African American advocacy group, Asian American advocacy group. So why should not there be Caucasian race advocacy group? It's about equality. It's about identity. It is about diversity. What's wrong with that? Yeah, reframe your question, reinvent yourself, rename your organization. Okay, then you succeed. Okay, right. Just giving you some ideas. Okay. 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 Uh, kind of debating in myself, within myself, should we do more mathematics tonight or not? Because I'm not that hungry anymore because I ate six boiled eggs and it was so good. Okay, so I'm not hungry. I'm not sleepy. I'm not tired. So I feel inclined to take more, like 5 to 10 minutes break and do more mathematics. Okay, so that's what I feel inclined to. Yeah. let's be diligent. Let's be good role models, right? So, uh, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay? And then we'll get back to this. We'll do something about mathematics, okay? Maybe we'll just review, right? Because this is a sizable, quite a sizable project, so we gotta be diligent, okay? So let's hold our casters up, okay? We'll take 5 minutes break and we'll get back to this, okay? Please. We have 30 minutes left still, right? So, okay. All right. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. I'm sorry, okay? But I do not regret having said it, okay? Different races, we have to appreciate each other, right? Blacks, whites, Asians, Jews, Arabs, natives, Indians, all of us, okay? We have to appreciate each other, okay? Trans race appreciation, very important, okay? All right. Okay. We'll take a break, okay? And yes, I'm running for president, okay? I know how to talk about all this stuff nicely, right? Okay, we're back. Mathematics. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow, okay? Because I got some more to tell you. Yeah, so David jury trial. It's about criminal investigation. Okay, so in the news, alright. So let me. I'm a lawyer, so I know about law because I'm trained to know about law. Law is what I do for a living. Okay, so let me tell you something about law. Okay, so in law, there's what's called evidence rules. Okay, and I don't like it very much. Okay, in my opinion, everyone evidence rules they should be all go away because they're too patronizing. They're like, oh, jurors, yeah, they don't know anything. Okay, so we have to filter this information. What should come in into evidence, witnesses, exhibits. We should filter them, okay? Because we don't want to confuse our jurors because they're just common citizens in America. So, yeah, we lawyers, judges, we should present evidence and filter them out because jurors they are not lawyers, so they don't know much about laws, and so we have to filter out all these evidences. So yeah, I don't like evidence rule. Okay, I did take evidence class, the law of evidence when I was in law school. Okay, it was decent class, but evidence rule, yeah, I don't like it. I think everything and anything should come in because American jurors they're smart enough to know what's bad evidence and what's good evidence. Right? They can tell. All right. So anything should come in. All right. Hearsay, yeah, they should all come in. That's my opinion. Okay. Because evidence rule is so patronizing. They see jurors, non-lawyers as somebody lesser than themselves, lawyers and judges. Judges, they are former lawyers. Okay. Yeah, so they try to filter out evidences. Okay, I understand the rationale. Okay, you don't want to waste court time. You don't want to waste time of the jurors. So they want to filter out. Yeah, I understand. Okay, but when it comes to like hearsay and other stuff, jurors, they are American jurors. They are mature and smart enough to know what's good evidence and what's bad evidence. Okay, so anything should come in my opinion. Okay, so evidence rule every single one of them should just go away. We should abolish them. Okay, that's my opinion. Right? Because jurors in American jurisprudence, by the way, jury system is quite rare in the world. America is very good democratic country, democracy, so we have this unique juror system, right? And which is really cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so jurors they come from all walks of lives and mostly they are not lawyers, right? They're people with common sense. It's very good democracy policy, juror system. In civil cases, criminal cases, okay. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm a huge fan of jury system, okay. American jury system because not many countries have it. Okay. So yeah, America is very much yeah maybe it deserves the title of being prime democracy country. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I love this electoral college system. It's about balance, constitutional. Yeah, Miss Justice Ginsburg, she doesn't like this electoral college system. She gave a speech about that in Stanford Law School, Stanford University Law School. Okay, but I'm a huge fan of. I have to disagree with her. I'm a huge fan of electoral college system because it gives small states more voice. It's about very egalitarian. Okay, yeah, and you have New York, California, big populous big states, Texas, right? But let's give some more voice to smaller states like West Virginia, Washington D.C. I mean, they got power, but it's small, right? Oh, Alaska, Montana, Wyoming. Okay, yeah, Dakotas and okay, yeah. Let's give them some more voice. Let's not assign this electoral college vote strictly based on population. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Okay, very egalitarian fairness, right? Yeah, in America we have 50 states and territories like Virgin Island, Puerto Rico, Guam, Samoa. Am I missing anyone? If I do, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, we have territories and states, right? All diversity, right? Yeah. So electoral college system, they kind of respect that, you know. So uh, maybe territories, American territories, maybe we should do better. Okay, so to give them more rights. Okay, so maybe in the future. Okay. So when it comes to jury system, okay, so jurors, they're supposed to be the finders of facts. Judges, justices, they are the finders of law. Okay, so jurors, fact finders, judges, justices, law finders. Okay, uh, so no facts should be hidden from the jurors, finders of facts, because if they apply this evidence rule, you're hiding facts from the jurors. If facts are hidden from the jurors by the legal system evidence rules, and then how can jurors find facts? Because they are hidden from facts intentionally by law, evidence rule. That's wrong, in my opinion. Okay. Anything should come in. Okay. Let jurors be the judges of facts, finders of facts. So no facts should be hidden from jurors. Okay. Otherwise, it's all masquerade act, theatrical act. Okay. They're just pretending, right? Yeah. They shouldn't do that. Okay. Because jurors, okay, they determine like credibility of witnesses, credibility of these evidences, right? Yeah, so American jurors, they are very smart people. So American judicial court system, they should start trusting American jurors and not hide any facts or alleged facts, hearsay. Let the jurors be the judge of facts. Okay, anything and everything should come in, including hearsay and other whatever evidence is out there. Okay, everything should come in. Right? Because American jurors, yeah, well, that's my people. We should start trusting them. Yeah, I'm an officer of court. I'm a lawyer. Okay. Yeah. So jurors, they're smart. They're not lesser than us. We should stop patronizing them. Trying to be protective guardian of jurors. No, they don't need protection. They don't need patronization. No, they're adults, mature adults. Okay, so we should start trusting them, jurors, and let any facts or alleged facts, including hearsay, we should all let them come in. Okay, let them be the judges of facts. All right, who's liar, who's lying, who's telling the truth? Oh yes, they can tell. Because if fact finders, the jurors, are not allowed to get all these factual evidences, then how can they find facts? It's self contradiction, right? Yeah, we should not hide any facts or alleged facts from the jurors, right? If we do, it will always result in mistrial. Okay, we should never hide facts or alleged facts from the jurors. Let jurors be the judges of facts, just like it's supposed to be. Fact finders, jurors, the jury. Okay, but evidence rule many times I observed in law school as a lawyer, they even forbid and ban jurors from imagining, even thinking about, even speculating the real facts. Okay? And that's wrong. Okay? That's far from the truth. So that's evidence rule, okay? That's why I don't like it, okay? They're concocting this fiction of this, okay? Oh, we cannot tell jurors out about this, about that, just because of this hearsay or whatever evidence rule. So they make all these evidence rules. Okay, so uh, in my opinion, every single part of evidence rules, it should just go away, evaporate. We should get rid of evidence rules, right? That's my opinion. Because they forbid jurors even thinking about, speculating about, even imagining about these real facts. Because, oh, they will be biased, they will be biased. Do you think these law school professors, judges, lawyers, okay, they're so patronizing, okay? They think jurors will be not as smart as lawyers. But we lawyers, we are not that smart. But these lawyers, former lawyers, judges, law school professors, okay, justices, they think, oh, jurors, they will bias. So yeah, hide these facts, hide this evidence, don't show it to them. That's evidence rule, okay? So, we lawyers and judges, we get to see that evidence, but jurors, they cannot see this evidence. That's very like this caste system, class hierarchy, right? Oh, legal professionals and the low down jurors, low class, legal professionals, lawyers, judges, officers of court, and law school professors and justices. High class. Oh, we get to see all these facts, evidences, but jurors, they're low down. We cannot trust them because they're not as smart as us, so we have to hide this information from them. That's the evidence rule. Very arrogant, patronizing, caste system, and what's this vocabulary in South America? I mean South Africa. This uh, is a South African class system. President Carter talked about it, and he got into some trouble, right? This I think it starts with A, like apartheid or something. Apartheid. I swapped these two consonants. Okay, apartheid, something like that. Okay, yeah, that's evidence rule. Every single one of them. Okay, it's apartheid, it's caste system, class hierarchy, lawyers, non-lawyers. Okay, so yeah, lawyers, we get to see all this evidence, but jurors, they're not allowed to. Even though we call jurors fact finders, and lawyers and judges, justices, we hide facts from fact finders. Self contradiction. If jurors, fact finders, cannot see the facts, forbidden from the real facts or alleged facts, how can they find facts? Okay, yeah, so evidence rule, they have to go. Okay, what can I say? I mean, evidence rule law school professors, they can teach something else, right? We are not here to deprive them of their jobs. Evidence rule professors, no, they can teach something else, okay? They are former lawyers, okay? I mean, they can teach other branch of laws, right? So, but evidence rule, in my opinion, they have to go away. Why? We should never hide facts or alleged facts because we don't know what are real facts. We are not gods. We are human beings. All of us, lawyers or not, right? So, fact finders, let them find facts. Let them filter out what's true, what's wrong, what's bad, what's lies. Let them find facts themselves. Okay, so we should not filter out anything. We should let everything come in. All right, that's my opinion. Okay. So. Mathematics will continue tomorrow. Okay, so. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what really happened in this Georgia case. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, maybe he was innocent. Maybe he was guilty. I don't know. Okay, so that's why jurors in Georgia in this trial, right? They should get all the facts or alleged facts because when they introduce this evidence, it's all alleged facts, right? We don't know, we cannot tell facts from alleged facts. We don't know, we are not gods. We are not there. Alright? So every evidence, alleged evidence should come so that jurors would make rational decisions. Not emotional, but rational decisions. Right? Yeah, we do our best, right? Criminal justice system, trial, judiciary, trial system, civil, criminal. We do our best, right? We are not gods. Yeah, some mistakes can be made. We are only human beings. So, Homo sapiens, human condition, right? Yeah, that's why jurors, they should get everything to make informed decisions. Yeah, to hear from plaintiff side, defendant side, right? Prosecutors, defense lawyers, right? I mean, we don't want to elongate trial too long, right? What if there are too many facts, alleged facts? Yeah. How about lottery, random selection? Okay. Yeah, statistical method, Monte Carlo. Okay, yeah, just throw the lot, like lottery. Okay, I think that's better approach than these lawyers and judges, justices calling out what's important, what's not. No, I think randomized approach in the selection of evidence is better because we can't leave it to God. Just throwing the lottery, okay. I think that's a lot better because God is better than us, right? Yeah, we want to leave it to chances. If there are too many evidences, yeah, because it's just to roll the lottery ball, okay. Yeah, to minimize this trial time. Yeah, so that would be my recommendation. Okay? To exclude biases from lawyers and judges and justices. So throw it random. Okay? So that would be my recommendation. Purely unbiased, randomized evidence selection. Okay? That would be my recommendation. Okay? Because I'm kind of amateur mathematician, okay? So mathematician nonetheless, okay? Yeah. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Good night. Bye.